Hi, I'm Annette, a plant-based home chef and a longtime volunteer with Bounty and Soul. I'm not very familiar with Zoom, so this is a new experience for me. But tonight, I'm going to be showing you, since most of the country is like in a heat wave, I decided it would be a great idea to show you some plant-based ice cream that you can make at home and on these warm and hot summer nights. So this is my version, a vegan version of the Ben & Jerry's Cherry Garcia. And so to get started, I'm going to be using my food processor for this. Let me just adjust this just a little bit here. That's better. Okay, I'm going to be using my food processor for this. And so to get started, you are going to need 4 bananas that have really ripe bananas that have been frozen and then, cut into 1-inch segments. Now, whenever your bananas are starting to turn really brown and everything, that's when they're really super sweet. And that's when I peel them and put them into the freezer, and I save them just for this kind of occasion to make nice cream. And that's what we're going to be using today. So you'll need 4 really super sweet frozen bananas that are cut into 1-inch chunks. You're also going to be needing a cup of cherries, frozen cherries. You could use any kind of other fruit that you would like, raspberries, blackberries, whatever. But tonight we're making our version of Cherry Garcia. And so I went to the grocery store and I went to the frozen section and I bought some frozen cherries. So that's what we're going to be using there. You're going to need some almond milk, and we're not going to probably use all of this, but we're going to use it. We're going to put it in into the mixture a tablespoon at a time until we get the thickness that we want. And this is unsweetened almond milk. You're also going to need some vanilla extract. And we're going to also be adding some little mini chocolate chips to it. Now, these are vegan chocolate chips. And this is the brand that I'm using, and it's called Enjoy Life. And they're free from wheat and nuts and dairy and soy and eggs and all of those kind of stuff. So this is the brand that I use when I use chocolate chips. So that's it. And it's going to come together pretty quickly, and you're going to be able to enjoy it within just a few minutes. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to add our frozen bananas to the food processor. And then next, we're going to add the cherries to the food processor as well. And I'm going to go ahead and add a half a teaspoon of the vanilla extract to this mixture. There we go. Oops. Dropping everything tonight. Okay. And I'm going to put the lid on it, and I'm going to process this. It's kind of loud, but hang in there with me. Well, it shouldn't take too long. Now at this point, I'm just going to scrape it down a little bit, and then I'll start adding a tablespoon at a time. I'll start adding the almond milk to it. This is going to be so easy and so good. And the bananas make it very sweet because they have a lot of natural sugars in them. The cherries do too, but not as much as the bananas, I would say. So I'm going to take this off, and I'm just going to add a tablespoon or so of the almond milk to it, and then process that and see how it goes. Starting to come together, but you can add up to 1/4 of a cup of the almond milk. We're just going to add a tablespoon at a time, and I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of tablespoons this time. But you can see that it's going to come together very quickly here. Add a little bit more. Another couple tablespoons. Might end up adding all of that milk to it. So I need to scrape it down a little bit more. This is kind of like in a big clump right here. Break it up a little bit. Keep going. I'm going to add a little bit more of the milk to it. I think that's all we need. Now, let's see what the consistency is. That's pretty good. Good. It's like a soft serve ice cream, if you can see that. And I think that's really good. So I didn't use quite a 1/4 of a cup of, but almost. Now we're going to add some of those chocolate chips to it. And I'm just going to add a few. The recipe calls for a couple tablespoons or so of it, but we're just going to add in a few of those and pulse that in there as well. What that looks like. It's looking pretty good. So I think we've got it. I might add just a little bit more because I like the chocolate chips, and I'm going to definitely want some on top as well. There we have it. So now I get to enjoy. I wish you were here. You could enjoy it with me. I'm going to go ahead and put some into my bowl and give it a taste. You know, you could freeze this for a little bit too. If you wanted it a little bit more firm, you could definitely put it in the freezer and let it firm up a little bit more. But here's what it looks like. You can see that, and I am going to give it a taste. It's really good. You do not need any added sugar to this. You don't need anything else. It is great. And the chocolate chips are great. Mm. You could definitely enjoy this on a hot summer night. Cheers. Mm. Chocolate chips. So that's it. That is called cherry soft serve ice cream. And I hope you'll try it. And excuse me while I keep chewing the chocolate chips. I hope you'll give it a try. And if you have a chance to check out my YouTube channel, that would be great too. You can find me at Living Heart Oasis, and I'm on YouTube. And I would love to have you come visit me and see all my cooking videos there. This is Annette signing off for now. And I always say on my YouTube channel, remember to invest in your health by eating whole, unprocessed foods. Bye.